Dudes saying they got their passport and they about to go overseas to find their wife, and you see they have the initials SYSBM in their bio, which is short for Save Yourself Black Man. Those dudes are tricks. These dudes have a firm understanding that they're so socially awkward and so socially inept that they need to pay to have access to coochie. Thing is, they're so broke that they can't afford the cost of women, sex workers here in the United States. So these dudes with warehouse jobs, these the type of Negroes that work on the line up there in Detroit in the car plants, they take their little 35, 40K overseas because it stretches longer.
Talking about how they are sick of women in America and how they're going to get their passports and go overseas and find them a wife. When the truth of the matter is, you don't want a wife. You want a slave. You want a maid. You want a personal assistant. These women are in dire financial need. And it sickens me that you get online and vocalize and brag about getting your passports and going to these countries with these to get a wife who needs a green card to escape extreme poverty. Whether you pay her family, whether you pay her, no matter what the circumstance is, she is in a dire situation. How dare you capitalize off of the fact that this woman just wants to live and thrive financially. And then you call it a marriage. That's not marriage. It's modern day slavery, and I think that it's sick. I think that it's disgusting, and all you're really doing is sifting yourself from the real divine masculines and alpha males. Because when they walk in the room, we know it. You know why? Because we feel safe. And we're not safe with you. And we know it, and that's why we're disrespectful to you. That's why we don't like you, and that's why we don't give a damn that you're going to another country to find a wife. And while you're there, get the help you need to heal your inner child, because we know that you're unhealed, that you are narcissistic, and that you're a toxic person. So while you're spending your money on your new bride, be sure to get the help that you need to. We ain't mad. We don't want you. We see you. You're not a divine masculine. We ain't mad.
And I would be fine.
What was the key? What did your mother know? What truth was coming through your mother that's going to come through you to your daughter?
My mother gave us aphorisms to learn as children. And there are two that stand out foremost in my mind. One is the inner reality creates the outer form. I learned this when I was in grade school. I was very young. And the other is the universe bears no ill to me. I bear no ill to it.
Alright. Just got the call, it's going down tonight. It's a lot of goodbyes here tonight, but then I saw the stallion that I like. Hair from Cali, I live in the valley. Then you look sexy, ooh, when you sit next.
Yo! What's going down, man? Back at you with another episode. Smash the like button, share the video, and all that good stuff. And we're going to do like we always do, man. We're going to talk that talk, and we're going to go out and make it happen. You dig? Like, share the video, and don't forget to check out my podcast, Love Can't Wait podcast. I'm gonna have a new episode over there tomorrow. It's gonna be a good one too. It's a good one. I interviewed an attorney out of Miami. She actually had some really good advice when it comes to marriage and relationships. But she's licensed in Florida. So you know, hopefully you won't need her services. But she's only licensed in the state of Florida. But she had some good advice. I was actually surprised, to be honest. I don't hear attorneys talk like that. Only time I hear attorney have any type of advice is if they want your money. You know, I mean, the advice she was given, it wasn't biased, and it wasn't she couldn't use the advice to suck you in, so to speak, you know. But yeah, stay tuned for that. It's gonna be a good one, and I'm gonna upload the video over here too, you know. But it's gonna be a good one, you know. Stay tuned for that. So the topic of the day is your girl, your wife, your living girlfriend cheats on you. Now what? What do? Do you flip out? Start acting crazy like a lot of guys do? Start acting crazy like a lot of guys do?
No.
Anybody take some calls tonight? Yeah. Yeah, you can come on in now if you want to. Yeah, I want to hear what I'm gonna give my opinion. I'm gonna tell you what I did in the past. This happened to me before, and I want to hear your opinion. This happened to me before in the past. I'm gonna tell you what I did, and I'm just cheating in general. I have my own way of thinking about this, and I've pretty much been. What the hell? My internet is acting a little funny style. That's the first time that ever happened. The chat is acting funny style. Uh-oh. That's the first time that ever happened. Interesting. It says the internet connection. I don't know about that. Okay, there it is. There it is. First time I typed that up, it didn't go through. That's interesting, you know. Well, yeah. I'm gonna tell you what I did, and hey, you might disagree with my way of thinking, you know, because first off, you don't actually. Your woman ain't your property. That's just another crazy thing. A lot of guys be tripping. You don't own her. You know what I'm saying? Unless you paid for her or something like that or whatever. But if you have the traditional relationship, like you don't own the woman. You know what I'm saying? It's not like she ain't your property unless you paid for her. Unless she's a mail order bride, some shit like that or whatever. So that wouldn't be a traditional relationship. But if you dated this woman for a couple of years he definitely ain't your property. Like, for real. If you get married to her, okay, y'all got some form of commitment there, right? But you still don't own her. You know what I'm saying? And you have to realize that the longer you stay together with one person in the same household, I'm not talking about she stay on the other side of town and y'all been talking and dating for 5-10 years. No. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about you live in the same household with a woman. The longer you are together, shit happens. Things gonna happen. And a lot of it, I'm not gonna say a lot of it, but some of it, you're not going to be prepared for. And some of it you're not gonna like. That's just how it is. And when you live with somebody, nobody can predict or prepare what could happen between you and that woman and your kids if you got them. You can't predict what's going to happen. You can't predict your parents get sick, her parents get sick, your kids get sick. You can't. There's so much shit that could happen. You just never know. What's on your mind, bro?
What's up, Sharp? Going back, well, first off, when you mentioned about you don't own her, you're absolutely right. You could be with a woman for 10, 20 years. She might just one day want to just leave for any reason. You have to let her go. I had to learn that you don't own nothing in this world except your own choices.
Yeah.
That's it. And going to the title of your show, I'm telling you as a man, if it ever happens, I'm talking about a woman you're living with, you're together for whatever reason she screwed somebody else, it's over. Because there's an energy with the person you're with.
Yeah.
And when they sleep with somebody else, you will feel it. And even if you're living with that person, you will despise that person. As a man, you will look at her differently. You will not, unless you have an agreement where, like, yeah, you can screw around. You know what I mean? Like an open relationship, you swingers or something. That's totally different.
Yeah, that wouldn't be cheating.
Yeah. That's what I mean. If you're a guy and you found out your girl's cheating on you with another dude, especially if I'm gonna say this, you find out this dude got more money or better, whatever, you will not look at her the same. Even if you take her back, you live together, eventually you're gonna break up because it's gonna be in the back of your mind thinking she was always with somebody else based on income or based on a status that you didn't have yet. I'm telling you, it's gonna happen. And when that happens, it's not the same. That energy shifts. You got to move forward and move on.
Yeah. Hey, what if it's a woman and she's hiding?
Well, once again, it goes back to the guy. But still, once that energy shifts where you don't trust the person, it doesn't matter if it's a guy or woman. You will not trust that person. Period. Because she should have came forward with it. Period.
Yeah, I always say, see, that's the thing. I'm glad you brought the energy thing up because, being that I don't know who the other person is.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know whether it's a man or a woman. I still don't know who they are, don't know how they live, don't know where they live. I don't know anything. All I know is you're coming back home, bringing this other shit with home. I'm like, that wasn't there before.
Exactly. And the thing about it is, Sometimes they come home because the other person didn't want them for the long haul. They were just in it for the screw. They just want to screw, have fun. And when they realize, oh man, I messed up, they try to come home. I'm telling you, it's over. Just break up because I've done it. And I thought, oh, I'll get over it. No, I never saw it the same way. I just couldn't do it.
Yeah, I think eventually you're gonna have to even though some people try to stick it out, and sometimes they do stick it out, but it doesn't go back the way it used to be.
It can never go back because it's like going to the river. You fetch water in a pail, right? And then you throw the water back in the river, and immediately you fetch it back out. It's not the same water. It's completely a different stream. It's like that with relationships. Once that energy is broken, you can never mend it back to the way it was.
No. And another thing, a lot of women become very disrespectful during those times.
Yeah. Because she feels she found like options. You know what I mean? She almost feels like, well, I had this dude was better than you, or I can always get a dude better than him. So now I think I'm all that. You know what I mean? And you're beneath me, or you should be grateful that I'm with you. That's what I'm telling you. Just say bye. You have to transition out that relationship because she'll always try to throw it back at you that this other person had something better than you. And you don't need that in a relationship. It's supposed to be equal footing.
Especially if she don't feel no remorse.
Yeah. Well, no remorse, but also, to me, women hide their remorse hide their guilt with no remorse. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
She feels so guilty for doing it. She'll do some nasty or backstabbing to make herself feel better, to kind of counteract it.
Yeah. So I always looked at it like, if she's willing to do that with no remorse, no accountability, what else is she willing? What else would she what else would she do?
And it's gonna be in the back of your mind, even if you try to take her back, you're gonna, in the back of your mind, this primitive thing is gonna be, wow, I didn't know you were capable of that. What else are you capable of doing?
Exactly.
And then you start to see her for who she really is.
Yeah. So that's when you have to plan to get rid of her.
Yes. And I hate to say this problem with most guys. I had this problem for a year that I had to get over it. We don't get rid of a woman unless we have another one waiting.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, a lot of guys.
That's something I had to break out of. I had to break out of that. I don't need a woman. You have to get rid of her and be alone to assess why the hell you're in that relationship in the first place. Because clearly it wasn't a positive one because you got hurt from it.
Yeah. Yeah, I got a cousin that's like that, boy. Oh, man. That's, I mean, god damn.
Yeah.
I'm like, you can't stay in the bed by yourself, cuz?
Some of them can't. And I hate to be real with you. Me and you are black, right? There are some brothers. There are some brothers who will never break up with a white girl, man. They'll never do unless they have another white girl on equal footing waiting to take him. He'll never leave that white girl.
No.
And I'm talking about a certain type of brother. You know what I mean? Low self-esteem.
Yeah. In order for him to leave, the cops and all kind of shit have to get involved. You know, has to be
exactly.
Like
he won't just he won't just walk away.
No. You know, because a lot of those guys, well, you know, they have low self-esteem and this. They got some borderline fetish going on, all kind of shit.
Yeah.
So that's a video for another day right there.
Yeah, that's a whole nother video. Just like the woman was talking about, you brothers going overseas for the women in Dire Strait or something like that. That's a whole nother video. We think in this country, people overseas are living rough. You know what I mean? Like they're living they're desperately trying to come over here on boats and everything. But the truth, most of them will survive here better than us because they have to survive in a different mindset there. They don't have all the technology or education, so they've learned to survive practically.
Yeah. And see, those people, I'm gonna say most of them that want to come over here, they've heard that, hey, if we come over here, we get help.
Yeah. Yeah. Because they're taking jobs. The truth, we don't want.
Exactly. So
farming jobs, agriculture. Yep.
Yeah, like where they from, there's no there's no government assistance like that in a lot of these places.
Exactly. Yep.
So they have to get it how they live.
Yep. And most of them gardening, vegetables.
Oh damn, you broken up real bad. Damn, that might be me. No? I don't think that's me. Yeah, I can hear you now. Oops. Shit, that might be me. I'm not sure. You know? Damn. Damn. Oh, man. Hope you come back in. I don't know what happened. What up, Mike? You talking about, I'm not breaking up? Oh, okay. Well, I don't know, man. You know, I got some janky internet over here, man. I don't know what the hell's going on. There's a brand new computer on some janky ass internet. You can't make this shit up. We're talking about, Mike, if your girl cheats on you, now what? If your girl cheats on you, now what? That's what we're talking about, Mike. You know? That's what we're talking about. Hopefully, what, fiber cables? Curb. We don't got that. We don't have that shit around here, bro. Hey, man, I live in Charlotte, bro. No, not Charlotte. I live just outside of Charlotte, bro. I don't live in D.C. now. We don't got the latest and greatest. Yeah, you in Baltimore, Maryland here. We don't got the latest and greatest technology out here now. I live in a small town, Mike. Hey, man, we ain't got it like that out here. We don't got fiber optic cable, man. We don't got that out here. We don't have that, bro. All we got is cable and wireless. We don't got no fiber out here. That costs a lot of money now to install around here. I saw a guy in I forgot what company it was. It looked like they were running fiber cables around down the street, you know. But hey, that ain't where I'm at. Yo, yeah, I can hear you now.
You got me back, sir?
Yeah.
Yeah, sorry if I hit a dead zone or something. But I've met people from overseas come here, Asia, Jamaica, Haiti. They've come here, made money, and sent money back home to build a house. And the house looks like a mansion.
Yeah.
So it ain't all folks who are coming here struggling and dire straight. A lot of them are coming here taking advantage of the system here, getting like income tax money return. They don't got that in Jamaica, man. You get money back from what you don't pay that to the government? No.
No. Here, the only way you can really benefit in a major way is to start some type of small business here. That's the only way.
Yeah.
Or invest into something like real estate, or otherwise you're not going to be able to escape the working class. It's just and it doesn't matter how much money they pay you hourly either. It still ain't going to be enough.
Yeah. Now, even if they raise the minimum wage, which here in Florida they are, the level, like, everything else goes up. Your property tax, your insurance, you know what I mean? Your FICA and all that they take out gonna go up.
Yeah, especially down in Florida. It's expensive to live down there.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's expensive to live down there, man. I'm talking even in the small towns. I'm like, God damn, this shit is high. I mean, I was in Sarasota a couple months ago. Like, this motherfucker's high. It's not like
most guys.
It's not like we in Miami or Fort Lauderdale. I'm like, Sarasota, bro.
Yeah, because they're trying to make it like this image of Florida's the place where everybody needs to come and retire. You know what I mean? That's why most guys who have nice trucks here in Florida, they go up north to Georgia or North Carolina and buy them or order them, and they drive them down here. You know, they don't buy them here in Florida. They go out of state to buy a nice truck with lift on, kits on it.
Oh, it's probably overpriced there, right? I would think.
Yes, they are.
Yeah.
What's up?
What's up, Mike?
How you doing?
Good. What's on your mind?
I was just hearing a good word from my brother over there.
Yeah, talking about if your woman cheats on you, now what? What do you
You want the streets, you asked for it. Go on ahead.
She belongs to the streets.
You went out there, don't come back in.
Yeah.
See, this ain't no Forrest Gump situation, man. Once you're out there, you stay out there. There ain't no coming back thinking it's gonna be the same and all sweet. No, it's not. I'm telling you, you're gonna always have the back of your mind. This chick ran them streets, and I'm the one that's picking her up. You're gonna feel like a fool, man.
That's why you get curbside service after that.
Yeah, man. I always say, man, you have to plan to get rid of her. And it doesn't matter how long. It might take 6 months, a year, 2 years, but you got to plan to get rid of her ass.
Yep, you got to move forward. And I'm telling you this, don't sleep with her. And once you make that that decision to move forward, once you keep sleeping with her, she's gonna draw you back with her energy. You have to cut off that too.
Yeah,
because it's all about trying to have your own energy consumed by her. You have to cancel that, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, but she'll get all scared after that.
Like, well, yeah, but
if it ain't me, who are you doing?
But in real talk, if she is cheating and you find out, I'm telling you right now, it's not gonna be the same in bed. No, it's not. No. You're gonna notice a different movement with her attitude and everything. And yours might be different too. You don't want to be there, so you're like, I'm just here to just get a quick, whatever. There's no more energy. There's no more feelings or love. So it's just a dead room. It's a dead bed, man. Just get out.
Yeah. Right. Yeah.
I had a girl cheated on me. This was like when I was in the 30s. I was like 32, and she was like 25 at the time. And now I guess she thought I was gonna be all upset. But I kind of already knew, and I kind of really didn't care, really, to be honest. But I had too much going on. So she called me one day, said, hey, hey, come over here, we need to talk. And I was like, oh boy. So I drove over there, and we was in her room. She was in her room when I got there. So of course I went in her room. I sat down and I said, hey, what's up? You know. So she said, oh, I slept with another guy, and she started crying, and she jumped in the closet, yo, and closed the door.
Damn. Hit that Don DeMarco, man.
I was like, yo, and now she jumped in the closet, closed the door, and locked the door from the inside.
Think
So I
you
said,
gonna do
yo,
something.
open the door, yo. Yo, you thought I was gonna beat you up?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yo, man, I told her I kind of already knew that. And another thing, she was moving anyway, like next month. So I knew her. I know how her dad was. Her dad was like the captain of the ship when it comes to the family.
Right.
Whatever he says, everyone does, right?
Right.
So once I found out that her dad was getting a new job and they was moving, I pretty much was like, oh, okay, this is over, you know.
Wow.
So, you know, everything worked out for the best.
Yeah.
Did it? Yeah. Damn. How old was she?
Well, I had the opposite, Sharp. I had the opposite where a girl cheated, and she threw it in my face like, yeah, you ain't got this, you ain't got that. And sure enough, about a couple weeks later, she found out the dude was engaged to somebody else. He was just screwing her just to have fun. She would want to call me back with, the puppy dog tail. I just hung up the phone.
Well, they always call back now.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But it's the way you do it, though. It's one thing telling somebody, yeah, cheat, I'm sorry, I'm leaving. But to make it seem like you thought the grass was green on the other side, I'm nothing. Now you found out that thing was nothing more than me. You want me to come back and sweep you back up? No.
Yeah.
I'm a human being, man. I got feelings, man.
Yeah, they always call. She called back. They moved when they left, like, the following month, just like I said. And she came back. Well, she wanted to come back one weekend to visit. I don't fucking know why. About 3 months later, because they end up moving to Kentucky. When they moved to I think they moved to Knoxville. Well, down there, them good old boys.
Alabama.
They got horses down there, bro, everywhere.
They still got plantations.
So she said she was bored down there, right? So
Mhm.
she said, yeah, I want to come down. I want to come to visit or whatever. I said, well, all right, fuck it, whatever. But I told her, I said, hey, it ain't going to be the way it used to be now. Yeah, I'm just telling you, before you even come down here. Yeah, shit. Hey, we can go hang out, have a good time, and that's it. And that's what it was, and that's it, And that's the last time I ever seen her again.
Yeah.
She's on Facebook. I showed a picture of her a couple of times on here, but she ended up going through a whirlwind of relationships. She got married to some other guy and got pregnant and ended up in Alabama with some dude, and the dude they got evicted, and they ended up staying with the dude's mom in the basement, and the dude left her with another woman, and she's at the house with the dude, mama, and her and the baby. I said, "Oh God!" See, that's what you get. See, you wouldn't have to go through all that.
That's why most of these women, man, they I hate to say it, they always looking for somebody to be the fall guy. You know, they always looking for somebody to be there to catch them when they're falling, because they know the decision they're doing it's really not too smart. So they always
Right.
got this nice guy waiting just in case this guy who claims to be so great and bold
Yeah.
doesn't work the workout.
Yeah. So she ended up staying with the dude's mom for like a year after he was gone with another woman in Alabama. Good old Alabama. So she ended up leaving there, going back to Knoxville with her dad, met some other guy, got pregnant again, 2 kids now. And they ended up getting married to this dude, and that's who she's with now. And now they got, how many kids they got now? 3 or 4 kids. So hey, man, it worked out for her. It took her. She went through some hard times, but she finally got it right.
I got it right. So that's good. It's good for her.
Again. Oh boy.
But see, I'm not taking care of another man's child. I'm not doing that.
Well, at least you're straight up honest with them. You know what I mean? Because
Yeah.
a lot of guys will be lying, pretending they're gonna help take care of the damn kid, and they don't care about it.
Yeah, that shit is not cool.
Yeah.
You know, they'll do that because they want the sex.
They want the sex or a place to stay.
Yeah, either or. Yeah, I'm like, fuck that. No, if that woman got kids, fuck that. That's a ready-made family, man. Hell no, I ain't doing that shit, man. And I'm not knocking any other guy that does it, not at all. But that's just my preference. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. There's nothing wrong with having standards, man. Just like I said, just don't pretend like my stepdad pretended that he was this dude gonna help me out and all that. That joker didn't care 1 iota. It wasn't until after he died, my mom was like, "Yeah, he didn't care. He was just pretending to be this guy, be a family man, you know."
Yeah, but I'm like, fuck that, man. You know, because somebody asked me, well, what if she had 1 kid and she, like, she win you over? I said, well, I ain't never met a woman like that before.
Yeah.
If I met a woman that had 1 kid and she, she won me over and she supported me and whatever I was doing or whatever, maybe I would consider it. Yeah. But I ain't never met a woman like that. And I said, well, if she got 2 kids, oh, hell no. I won't even consider that shit. Forget about it. Now, look, there's nothing a woman with 2 or more kids can do for me. Bend over. That's it. Other than that, deuces. and that woman with 2 or more kids, I would not even push up on her like that. It would have to come from her, with her being the aggressor. But I wouldn't even push up on her like that. I wouldn't even say, hey, I got a room upstairs. Why don't you come up? I wouldn't even. No, not at all. Nope. But that's just me.
Yeah. And there's nothing wrong with that. Like I said, you have standards, so you already know how you want your life to be. The problem is most folks you're just going wherever. Like a woman just runs around sleeping with different guys. She has no standards.
Yeah.
But she's living in her mind. Well, if I give him, say he'll give me this, or that didn't work, I go to this guy. He'll get. She's I hate to say a loose cannon.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You avoid those type of people.
Yeah, a lot of women they feel entitled. I don't know why. I'm like, I don't.
Because they look, man, we're in this society now where it's like everybody, even overseas, they're trying to live this music video lifestyle. They're
Yeah.
trying to look good, smell good. That's all that matters. Having fun. So these girls or these women have a nice body, and they just think, oh, you should be grateful that I'm attracted to you because look how good I look.
Yeah.
But it's a temporary thing. That's why they
Yeah.
don't see the long haul of life. It's like they want to live just for the moment, and that's it.
Yeah. I'll be like, look, them looks gonna fade
Yeah.
in a couple of years. So what's gonna after the looks fade? Heck, I might not like being around you no more if you don't have no personality.
Personality, you can't cook, you can't clean, you can't do anything.
Yeah. So I'm like, if that's the case, when that wears out, I'm gonna be looking for another bitch.
Yeah.
So I'm like, that ain't gonna work.
That's why women like that are like the women on the beginning of your video about, oh, you men are going overseas because
Oh, yeah.
they realize they squandered their youth.
That
And
shit
there's
is
a
so funny.
chick overseas is 18, 19, 20, just turned that. You know what I mean?
That shit is so funny. You're not a divine masculine. When I hear a woman talk like that, it's laughable. But at the same time, it can be propaganda. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It can, because if a video like that goes viral and people keep seeing it over and over, people starting to believe the shit after a while.
Yep.
So it can be a lot of times if if you see a video like that that goes viral, somebody needs to make a video to push back on that.
Yeah. I think that's how the whole red pill thing started off with.
Probably so.
Because they kept seeing those yeah. It was just horrible.
Probably so, man. But you just gotta my parents used to always tell me, watch the company you keep,
Yep.
Except for me, I can keep the company. I'm good. I'm the odd one out.
A lot of times, man, if a woman grew up, you gotta watch how did she grow up? Were her parents together? Or they married, living on the same roof? And what type of relationship her parents had? What she saw when she was growing up?
Yeah.
That stuff is very important, man.
Yeah.
Because I know some women, man, their parents might have split up, went their separate ways or whatever. And these women, a lot of them, I'm gonna say the majority of them, man, they're kind of like, they don't believe they can meet a guy and get married one day and have a family. They don't believe it. It's like it's like if you can talk to them all day long, and you can show them countless examples, they'll still feel like, I don't know, I don't know if I can do that, I'm like, have you ever tried? No. Because a lot of times, a lot of people been beaten down so bad, it's kind of like they just don't have the confidence and the belief. At first they don't trust themselves and they don't believe in themselves and they don't know who they are. So until they deal with that, and a lot of these women, especially, a lot of them, something happened to them when they were growing up. And they, a lot of these women, they buried it because it was so painful. So until they deal with that shit that they went through when they was growing up, it ain't never gonna work out.
Yeah, that's why most of the black women, when they do find a chick with a good marriage or a husband, they try to sleep with the guy to prove your man ain't nothing either.
Oh yeah.
I hate to say this because most of the black girls were either abused or molested when they were young. They didn't grow up in like a stable house.
No.
So they're always looking for like chaos or trying to prove chaos. If they see somebody who's stable, they're trying to prove that no, this stability doesn't last because I never had it.
I used to call them home wreckers when I was growing up.
Yeah, but unfortunately, a lot of women have those girls as friends, and they're just waiting in the wind for that right moment to prove that your man ain't nothing.
Yeah. There was a movie. Damn, I don't remember what movie it was. I think it was a Tyler Perry movie. When I forgot the name of it, where it's like you said, there were two girls that were pretty tight, and I think her friend used to flirt with her man when she went around, or like when she left the room or something like that.
Yeah. And
one night, I think her friend went over to her house when she was somewhere else, and the woman got in the bed with the man like his wife was coming home and shit, and she got on top of him, and he was half asleep, and when he opened his eyes, he realized that it wasn't his wife on top. It was the best friend.
Yeah.
It's a cold game, man.
Yeah, because I remember as a kid, I went to church and I would hear like the older women talk to the like if a woman got married at the church, they would tell them, now that you're getting married or now that you're married, you have to only have friends who are married. You can't be talking to them women out there still going to clubs because they're going to influence you.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah. Back in the day, women that were married wouldn't even let women get close to their husband.
Yeah. If you weren't married, you couldn't go over to the house.
No,
It's true.
No. Today, shit.
You try to say something to.
They don't give a damn.
Nope.
Shit, they'll invite a group of friends to come over.
Yep.
Shit. And then get mad because one of her friends, she'll get mad because her husband might be looking at one of her friends' ass, some shit like that. I'm like, you invited them over there.
See, because I go back. I remember as a kid, I remember this one lady at church. She was talking to this other lady and said, the reason you don't let them women who are married come over your house, because she had a friend who had some booty shorts on and kept coming over her house. She had to run her out. I remember her saying that, and I was thinking, the only reason she was doing that, she was trying to take that man's husband. Now I'm a kid thinking this. You know what I mean?
But trying to see what you can get away with. Yeah.
Yeah. Or just trying to cause chaos. I hate to say, there are folks in this world, they're like the Joker from The Dark Knight. They just want to see things burn and destroyed. They don't want happiness. Yeah.
Yeah.
Just like Charlie Murphy said, habitual line steppers.
Yeah, and these are sick people now, and you don't know it.
Oh yeah.
Until they do something to you.
Yeah. Yeah. And you have some people, man, but you might have known them. You might not call them a friend, but you known them for a long time.
Yeah.
And a lot of them secretly envy you.
Yeah.
I'm like, what kind of weirdo shit is this?
Yeah.
But you might not see it because you haven't really gave them a reason for the shit to come out. So you got to be careful with that too.
Yeah, that's like on a job. You have some brothers seeing that you're more skilled, you're educated, whatever, and they start getting envious and want to set up traps for you. Like I had a job brother messed up my report. He completely just took it out the file. What other guys told me. Boss said, "You ain't do your work and let me go."
Yeah.
Because this brother only had a high school diploma. That was in the manager's pool doing reports, and he thought, "Oh, if I get him fired, he'll get my job." But nope, they brought another white guy, and he was worse than me. He had no sympathy for nobody. I was at least trying to help you.
Yeah. But that job, boy, that's a different monster, boy.
Yeah.
I seen plenty of people get fired on that job, boy.
I've seen,
because they get fired because of the women.
Yeah, because I know a brother who was working married. He said a woman came in, was talking to him. He said she must have had like a hidden camera, because the way she was talking, he said she almost lift up her damn skirt and showed it to me. And I had to tell her, get out of here. And she left it, just him and her in that office. And he said that was a setup.
But you probably was recording on
Yeah.
the phone or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. You gotta be careful on these jobs, boy. And a lot of us, just like what that dude AJ Holmes. What's the dude?
TJ Holmes.
AJ Holmes?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
TJ Holmes on there.
Yeah, see. That's a good example of that shit happens all the time, man. People on these jobs. When you're on these jobs, leave them white holes alone, man. if you want the job. If you don't care, hey, okay. Whatever.
Yeah, but I have to push back. It ain't just the white ones, Sharp. It's some black ones too. Them black chicks know. They will say anything, and they'll have like a white manager right there being sympathetic to them. Seen it happen to brothers. Good dudes, black chicks lied on, knowing it was a lie, but investigation happened, and there were cameras, and they proved you lied and was trying to get money from the company.
Yeah, you can. Hey, you can. Most of the time, you can fight that one out, though.
Yeah,
you probably won't, you still have a chance of saving your job.
Yeah, that's true. You're right.
But the white woman, look, AJ Holmes, he gone.
Yeah,
and it's over. Yeah, that's how that go. And I know a lot of guys that have tried to sneak. That's how you do it on the sneak tip. No, you're not. They're gonna talk. You're gonna tell our coworker, "Oh man, it was good," and it ain't gonna work. No, it ain't gonna work. You can do it on. I know a lot of guys that did it on the sneak tip. They still got caught and still got put on blast, and that's it. And they be gone. You be looking for them like, hey man, where my boy at? He gone.
Yeah. But to me, the white girls will be more sneakier with it because they don't want to, be caught out for being with the black guy. You know what I mean? They try to at least hide it more than the black girls.
Well, yeah, the girl that you smashing ain't gonna be the one that's gonna tell.
Yeah.
In most cases. It's gonna be her friend or somebody around her, and they gonna tell one of them white guys, and you're gonna be gone.
Yep.
That's usually how it goes, And see, on these jobs, there's rules, and then there's unwritten rules.
Unwritten rules. Yep.
That's how it usually go, man. And I work at the banks, tech jobs, small business. It's the same rules, bro. Matter of fact, I had a white guy put me onto this. I didn't even know this until after the fact. He told me, if you go on an interview, he said, because he's like, I see you be suited and booted when you go on that interview, brother. I said, yeah, hey man, I try to, look my best. Right? He said, hey, if you go to a job for an interview, and he said most of the time, you usually talk to two people, the HR person and the person that you're going to be working under in that department, right? I said, yeah, that's usually how it goes. He said, if the person
Is a
in
woman.
that department takes you around, like walks you around in the building or whatever, he said they're not doing that just because they just want to show you around. They're doing that because they want to see how the women react to you or respond to you. You know, he said if you get too much attention, you're not getting the job. And you know, that happened to me quite a few times when I did the little tour,
Mm-hmm.
and I didn't get the job on none of those occasions. So I sat down and thought about that. I said, you know what? Might have a point there because I didn't really realize that. Now I did get a lot of looks, you know. But yeah, I didn't really thought about it like that, you know. But hey,
So you think they had that relationship before they got their separation paperwork together?
what are you talking about?
TJ, whatever his name is, TJ Holmes.
Oh, well, I don't know when that came out.
This last week.
Oh,
But they got separated. What? What is
I mean,
it?
no, I don't know when the pictures were taken. That's what I'm talking about. I don't know when the pictures were taken. Now, when it was posted, that's another thing. There ain't no telling, man. But you know, he was, you know, they've been doing that for a long time. He's smacking the lady on the ass.
Yeah. I would have to agree.
Man,
You was on it,
bro.
Hey,
He done hit that a couple times, bro. Oh yeah. Well,
she's our age too. Shoot.
No, she's 50, bro.
Oh, I thought she was like 48.
Nah, she's 50, early 50. She about early 50s, bro.
Because I'm like, you knew something was going to go wrong if you did that in public. I'm just like, why would she?
Well, what said the guy probably hired a PI?
Oh yeah. Like I was saying, that don't make sense that she would.
You have to look at how the pictures were taken too. It wasn't like they were zoomed in type pictures. They were taken from a distance.
But also, I mean, all it takes is one bitter woman seeing all this, and you in New York. Come on now, just one. They know who you are on TV. They don't know that you're separated, anything like that.
Well, in New York, in New York, people don't really be paying attention to people like that. You ever been to New York?
I've been there a couple times. Not like that.
When you're in Manhattan, man, it's so many damn people. People aren't really paying attention to people like that. That's what I've noticed. They don't be really people. There's so much shit going on in New York City, man. They don't be paying attention to people like that. I mean, the only way you stick out is if you're tall, you know, or
if you're in the wrong borough, like you're a black guy walk down Little Italy or something.
Yeah, but I mean, there's celebrities that be out, they wear a hat or something like that.
Yeah,
right.
You won't know.
People won't even pay attention unless they really get close up on them or something like that.
But I don't know. I'm just like, he should have known better. He's going to get caught.
Well, you know, if you got your side piece, you don't go out in public like that. If you're married, you know,
right.
So that's the thing. You know, I wouldn't go to Starbucks or the restaurant.
No.
You know, I mean,
that whole thing didn't make sense.
That's
how they catch you somewhere.
That's why I said it had to be a PI.
Could have been a setup.
Yeah, that too.
You know, and the way the pictures were taken, I mean, those are real close-ups.
And was it at a?
You smacking a woman on that flat ass?
And was it a company event too? You know,
No, that was like they
at a bar.
Open in public at a bar. It looked like.
Let you gentlemen know I gotta go, but I'll be continue listening. You have a nice night.
All right,
Oh, you
peace,
too.
peace. Yeah. So the pictures. Those aren't regular pictures. That's like regular pictures where people are like looking. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like when they were walking, it's kind of like they're looking at the traffic. You know what I'm saying? They're not looking like at the camera. It's not like it's a paparazzi or anything like that, or a fan. No, they didn't even know the pictures were being taken. You know, if it's a paparazzi, I mean, people, they're usually looking at the guy or the gal taking the picture at them.
Right. They were just looking around.
But there, they got the backdrop of the Jeep or the car open up, and they're putting the bags in there, and she bend over and he smacked on that ass. He wouldn't have done
just
that.
so stuck on the ass, huh?
Because I thought it was funny. If he knew somebody was taking a picture, I don't think he would have done that.
Right.
Especially being that they both on television, Yeah.
So that's what was blowing me, because I'm like, what made you think to go out there, even together? And then they did it the same day to their spouses. So that made me feel kind of funny too. I was like, who do you know that would do that?
Exactly. So that's how you know those aren't regular pictures. And plus, we don't know. They might have an open relationship. We don't know.
Yeah. Because
I don't know.
Because here's the thing. For both of you to do it the same day, same week, same day, and to both your spouses, that sounds stupid. You would never do that, trying to get out of a relationship, out of a marriage. That doesn't make sense. Unless either they caught you, which I don't think that happened, but I think that what did happen is that that something happened. So it wasn't just them. It wasn't just them doing something. I think you're right that it might be an open marriage thing, but it might also be another thing going on too.
Yeah, it could
be.
We don't know.
You never know.
Maybe his wife got the PI.
Maybe their spouses got each other. That they were like, I'm moving on. You never know what it is.
It might be for insurance. Like, hey, you know what I'm saying? If you try anything, I'll use this against you if we go to court. That type of deal. Use it as leverage, the pictures. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And say, hey, she's with another guy. She's dating another guy. Look, look at the pictures. The judge will see that, like, well, yeah, look like they were very close. They're very intimate.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe the husband or the wife, this is for insurance, just in case. Never know. Because look, people on these jobs, they have little arrangements like this all the time. This is nothing new. This shit is not, it's not really a big deal, to be honest. This type of stuff happens all the time, especially middle-aged white women, especially. It's like, this is not really a big deal at all. Like, for real. They don't now the only time it's a big deal if it's a black attractive women that's working these jobs. Oh man. Man, white women hate them motherfuckers, man. hey, that's why that girl, what's that girl that got fired the other day? Is Tiffany, what's her last name?
Not Tiffany Haddish or whatever.
No. She worked for ESPN? No, not ESPN. What's that girl name? What's that woman name, man? Tiffany. She got fired like 2 weeks ago.
I think I know. That wasn't the first time, right?
I'm not sure. I don't know much about her. But she got fired 2 weeks ago. And she like 40, early 40s or whatever. She looked good looking woman. But she'd be dating the white guys at the job.
Right.
And a lot of white guys, they like black women that look like her. Right? And white women don't like that. And
they don't like her looking around.
No, they don't like when the white guys are looking at her. Because if the white guys are looking at her, the white guys ain't looking at them. So, them white women will go to HR. Hey, you got to get rid of her. She's a troublemaker. She's come up with all type of bullshit excuse.
She got the clap.
Well, they make up anything. So a lot of times, this is part of the reason why you don't see no talk shows with no attractive black women. It ain't none. All you have is Oprah gone. She was a mammy. You have mammies.
I gotta go.
All right, peace. Yeah, this is part of the reason why you don't see attractive black women on these shows, because they don't want them, and that's just what it is. But hey, share this episode and all that good stuff. What's that? Alabama in the house. Alabama don't get a bad rep. No, I don't know nothing about Alabama. But hey, man, Hey, but don't forget to check out the Love Can't Wait podcast and the Patreon. Join the brotherhood over there. You know what I'm saying? If you like this video, more than likely you would like the audio and video that I post over there on my Patreon. You know what I'm saying? So go check that out. And if one last thing, if you want to contact me, probably the easiest way to do that is at my website. That's probably the easiest way. Or at my Instagram. Follow me over there on my Instagram. Yep. So until next time, I'm out. Peace.
Alright. Just got the callers going down tonight. It's a lot of goodbyes here tonight. But then I saw the sky and that I like. Here from